Hi, I'm going to go ahead and do your lab for you so that you have information to do your lab report. A couple of things about what you sent in to me. There's a couple of things missing, like what your variables are, what your independent, your dependent, and your control variables are. And you might have just been waiting until the lab report for that, but I just want to make sure that you do include those in there. Also, there's things like you have a list of materials, but you don't say how much of the bromothymol blue that you want us to use. So that's kind of an issue. And you also say a beaker or a test tube. Now, the test tube, well, it can work, and this is a graduated cylinder, but it's just as skinny as a test tube. What happens here is you put in a little bit of the bromothymol blue, you put a straw in it, and you blow in it, and because it's so narrow, that water goes straight up the tube and out into the person's face who's blowing. So test tube doesn't work really well. Actually, we had some fun in class because I had my kids practice this with water first to see, and yeah, they got splashed in the face, so that was kind of funny. But so that's probably not the best way to go. I could do a beaker, but that again has more area for things to spill. So I chose to do a flask. Nothing important, nothing special about this, except for that it's got enough room down here for things to splash around, and it's got a narrow opening so that things don't get in my face. Okay, so, and then, like I said, you didn't say how much bromothymol blue, so I used 50 milliliters. So it's enough that you'll be able to see the color change, but not so much that we're wasting a lot. So I thought that would be enough, plenty to see the color change. So what I'll do is I will do, when I go through and I blow through the straw, I'll put it up to the camera and I'll hold a piece of paper behind it so that you can kind of see the color change as it's happening. And I'm going to have you time how long it takes. So you'll time it and collect your data and put it into your data table, and I'll just perform it. Okay, so the other thing that's not real clear about what you wanted to do, you said to repeat 2 or 3 times. So I'm assuming that means you want me to do a before, do it before any exercise, and then after the 45 or the 55 seconds of exercise. And then I wasn't sure how long you wanted us to wait to do the before again, because if I've raised my cellular respiration, how long then does it take to rest in between to be considered a before again? So, and if you're just repeating it to get data, it might be better to do all of the befores ahead of time, all at rest, so that they're all truly at rest. And then the extra afters can go after so that they're all at the elevated rate. I hope that makes sense. We'll see how it goes. That way you have the data you need. Okay, so I'll do 3 trials of the before, and I'm just gonna hold it up to the camera and you'll be able to time it. Okay, hang on. Okay, so this is at rest, trial 1. Okay, and you can choose, by the way, when we're doing this, to stop the timer whenever you see the color change, because it's really hard when I'm blowing through it to actually also see the color change. So that's why you're timing it, and so you can cut it off when you see a consistency. Okay, so this is going to be trial 2 at rest. If I get this. and then one more, trial 3 at rest. Okay. All right. So now I'll switch these out and I will do jumping jacks and run in place, and then we'll do our next 3 trials. Okay. Trial 1 after exercise. All right, that's one. All right, trial 2 after exercise. And trial 3. Okay. All right. So, got to make your teacher do some exercise. So good for you. So hopefully that's all the data that you need. And as you are doing your lab report, if you have any questions, let me know and I can help you out. Okay. Take care.